Brought the gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine. If you want it, come take it.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rodgers to throw on second down. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Rashawn Gary in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll drop to throw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Butker pulled it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A big play that time through the air, 35 yards. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Touchdown! A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-0.
Chiefs, nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Garyon Conley.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. It's our time. It's our time. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Hey, check Mike 39. Come on!
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Jones.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
That catch good for only a couple.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down, Green Bay.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Now Rodgers.
Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
First down.
On play action, now Rodgers. This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one, 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And now here's another interception. Picked off by
you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come?